To all who come to this happy place, welcome.
Hey guys, it's Tim with my wife, Adrienne.
Yep. You know, I just have to say, since you added that to our intro,
Yeah.
man.
It's good, right?
It's good. It's good.
It's good stuff.
It's good stuff.
So we are on episode 14.
Would be 15.
Would be 15 if we didn't take a week off.
I am bummed. And I didn't realize, but I really missed talking. I missed doing it. Not necessarily at the time, because it was just a crazy week. And then we were like, oh, we should, because we usually either do it Friday or Saturday, record it, depending on the week and how it's going. And it just, it was the beginning of the week was Memorial Day, so then the rest of the week was just kind of thrown off. And then by Saturday, it was just not happening, and it was just feeling too forced. And we just didn't want it to feel forced, because then we were like, it's not going to be good. So we're just going to have to, call it this week. And I was like, oh, okay. But then this week, as I was thinking and planning of what we were going to do, I was like, man, I missed doing it. At the time, I didn't think much about it just because it was a crazy week. But
well, yeah, it's been a routine, for the last 14, 15 weeks that we've been doing this. So consistency is key, as they say.
Except when we were like,
Yeah, it's
No, it wasn't an easy decision. I was struggling with it. But again, it was it'll just feel forced, and it won't be a good episode. And, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some news has happened since we last talked.
You can bring it back Tim's Disney news.
Tim's Disney news. Do. Here's your news.
What? That's a nice jingle.
That's my jingle.
That's a nice jingle.
So, the exclusive entry for Paradise Pier guests opened today.
Yes.
Today was the first day that they were doing. So you walk straight in to California Adventure. We thought it was going to be some walkway over the I think it's Disneyland Drive.
Yeah, and when we were there last month and we were driving past it, we were like, so is it going to go above here? Where is it going to go?
The construction was just the construction of the fence next to Grand Californian. So as you walk towards it, they have the gate where you check in before you drop off your luggage and check in. To the right of that, there is a pathway with a checkpoint to where you can then turnstiles.
So it actually doesn't meet up to the hotel.
No, you still have to cross the street.
So you have to cross the street and go to Grand Californian Hotel to get into California Adventure.
Yeah,
but it's a different entrance. It's interesting that they made it a different entrance instead of just being like, hey, Paradise Pier guests, you can use the entrance for California Adventure or for Grand California.
Yeah.
Because Grand California has the entrance into the park, into California Adventure.
Yeah.
So it's kind of interesting. They are now making a different entrance that's just for Paradise Pier guests, but doesn't connect to Paradise Pier Hotel. You still have to go across to the Grand California Hotel, but it's a different entrance.
Yeah, but it's only for Paradise Pier guests.
Right.
So, it's not like you can stay at Disneyland Hotel and use this. I don't know what you would. Well, I guess it would actually be close to that.
You'd have to walk. No.
Yeah.
You'd have to walk out the parking lot.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
And then go up and around, because when you're at Disneyland Hotel, you go straight into downtown Disney. You'd have to walk out when, how we drive out of the hotel.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
never mind.
No,
Forget I said that.
That doesn't even work.
It doesn't even
but
work. That
anyways.
was stupid. That was stupid.
It's okay. It's all right.
But yeah, you end up then, as you walk through it, then you enter in, I believe it's between the corn dog stand on Paradise Pier and Goofy Sky School. The area right there.
Okay.
So we'll have to stay there sometime and give it a try.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
yeah.
But, so what are we talking about today?
So we are going to rate the lands.
Rate the lands.
Yes. So each of us are going to, in order of preference. So least to greatest.
So we're starting with least.
Starting with least.
Okay.
Now, I had to look at the map earlier, especially for California Adventure, because there's areas that I didn't know that they were like a specific area. So, what they were called. So, there are 8 in each park.
Okay.
So, starting with Disneyland, I'll just name them. This is not in my order. I'm just throwing them out there.
You're just naming them.
I'm just naming them.
Yep.
We got Main Street, Fantasyland, Tomorrowland, Adventureland, Frontierland, New Orleans Square, Country, not County, Critter Country, and Galaxy's Edge. So now when I was rating them for myself, I was going off not just just overall. Because there are some lands that may have ranked higher for me, but like maybe in another land, I like the ride better, but like overall feel, I like that land better. You know what I'm saying? So.
Okay. Yeah.
Should I name the California Adventure ones, or should we wait till we get to California?
You can name them now, and then we can talk about it.
So then California Adventure has Buena Vista Street, Grizzly Peak, which I'm assuming is the area all, obviously around Grizzly River Run, but then down to Soarin'.
Yes.
Like Soarin' up to Grizzly River Run. Used to be Doug's like adventure thing, which now it's something else. Around to like where right before Ariel's ride.
Yes.
Then Paradise Gardens Park is the area where like Little Mermaid is, right there where World of Color, like that area where you view World of Color, and then down to like Goofy Sky School.
Got it.
So like those rockets the jellyfish ride and all that. Pixar Pier, Pacific Wharf, Cars Land, Avengers Campus, and then Hollywoodland.
Okay. All right. Laid it out. All right. So Rankin, what's your least favorite place in Disneyland?
I don't even like saying my least favorite place.
Which part do you despise?
No. I don't think there's anywhere I despise. But coming in at number 8 for me.
Number 8.
Frontierland.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's like it's like the shooting range. And like there's Big Thunder, but that's never been one of my favorite rides. There's the good like Mexican restaurant. But yeah, it's just kind of yeah. I don't hate it by any means, but it's definitely my least favorite.
It also gets really crowded.
It's thin through there and it gets crowded. Yeah. And so we're always just kind of rushing through there.
Yeah,
There's nothing.
We never really spend time.
Yeah.
Let's go spend time at Frontierland.
Right. You don't really spend. Yeah.
Park, get a bench and just sit there. It's like you don't really do that.
Yeah.
At least we don't.
We don't.
If you like to hang out Frontierland, that's cool. You do you, boo.
Yeah, you do you. All right, coming in at number 7 for me.
You're looking at me like I'm gonna be offended.
Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah, I figured.
I almost made it 8. and there's not that it's like anything bad. Like it's awesome, and the detail is amazing.
Yeah.
But if you're like, hey, you want to go here or Galaxy's Edge, I'll probably pick it doesn't hold any sentimental value for me at this point, really.
I get it.
So that was 7. 6, Adventureland.
Okay.
There's good rides. You got Indiana Jones, Jungle Cruise, used to be Tarzan's Treehouse. before that, Swiss Family Robinson Treehouse. Both were good. But I don't love, like, so they have really good rides, but Tiki Room is there, Dole Whip. But again, it gets super crowded through there.
Yeah.
It's not somewhere that we are usually spending, like, just chilling. You know, it's like, let's get through here. Let's get to Drama Cruise.
Yeah.
You know, because it's always crowded through there.
Speaking of Adventureland, Tarzan's treehouse is gone. Did you see that?
It's not just being rethemed? Like, the tree is gone?
Yeah, well, like, the main, like, tree is, like, there, but you know the stairway? They took that part out. So it's just a cement slab right there. I guess that was added. That wasn't always there when it was the Swiss Family Robinson hideout. When they made it the Tarzan treehouse, they added that trunk there where you took the stairs up and then went across the bridge. But they took that whole part out. So that part where it split, you had to walk around it either way by pirates. It's gone. So now it's just a flat cement slab that you just walk right through.
So is it not going to be like a walk up through a tree thing?
Because
there was rumors that it was going to be like Encanto.
Yeah, so I mean, they're still retheming it, but they're doing something different. I don't know if they're going to build something new there or if they're going to do something different.
I like the Swiss Family Robinson.
Anyways, carry on.
Okay. What was that? Number 6. Number 5, Critter Country. Which I actually just switched this. It was my number 4, but I switched it. Has Splash Mountain, which is one of my favorite rides. It's kind of tough because it's like we do spend a lot of time here because there's Hungry Bear, there's Splash Mountain. Up until recently, and we will again because of Georgia, we always had to do switch there because boys didn't used to like Splash Mountain. They like it now, but they didn't used to like it. So we always spent a lot of time here while one of us would go on Splash, the other would take the boys on Winnie the Pooh. We'd go through that gift shop and, there's treats there. So we'd get, treat and hang out, Hungry Bear. Like, so it's like, I have like fond memories of Critter Country, but it's not like it's like, the reason I just changed it is because it's not like it's like a super nice, like it's always hot down there. It's kind of, and you get to meet Pooh and
it's a dead end too.
Eeyore. It's a dead end and it's usually pretty hot and there's like, if you go in a warmer month, hard to find like a bench in the shade. It's like steep hill to get out of there to walk up. So it was a close
stroller.
It was a number 4 for me, but I switched it to number 5 because the atmosphere isn't as good as my number 4.
Okay.
But I do like everything in that land. Yeah. Like I like everything there. So my number 4 is New Orleans Square.
Okay, I figured.
Good restaurant. Mm-hmm. Great. It's where you're going to watch Fantasmic. Yeah. Pirates is there. And just a cool area. You walk back, through those streets. Mm-hmm. Club 33 is there. Yeah. Which never been, but there's that cool staircase, there. So it's just a, cool area.
It is.
Number 3. What do you think my number 3 is?
Number 3 for you is going to be Tomorrowland.
Yes. Well done.
I know you. I'm married to you.
Yeah, you are. Yeah. I don't really have anything to say about that. It's Tomorrowland. There's a lot of fun stuff to do there.
It is. We spend a lot of time there.
We spend a lot of time in Tomorrowland.
It's always the first one we go to.
With boys and Star Wars and Buzz, and there's some good gift shops there. Space Mountain is there. The ball the boys love to play with. Yeah. The big, like, turning water thing. Pizza Planet. Like, it's great.
Yep.
It's great. I love Tomorrowland. What's my number 2?
Fantasyland.
Man, yeah. Good job. This one was tough. The last 2 were tough.
Yeah. I figured.
Because I love them both. Fantasyland, obviously. When you're on the carousel at night, the castle's lit up. Big Ben is lit up there for Peter Pan.
Big Ben.
Mm-hmm.
There's big.
Outside on Peter Pan.
Oh, okay. Okay, I guess I never really.
Small
paid
World.
attention.
Like my
Small
favorite
World.
rides are there. It's Disneyland. Fantasyland is Disneyland.
Yeah.
It's the movie. It is.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And number 1,
Main Street.
Main Street. It's amazing.
You start your day there. You
Start
end your day there.
End your day. It's gorgeous at night, all lit up. So many yummy treats and cool shops. So much shopping to do. The best view. The end of Main Street, looking down at night, all lit up. Castle's lit up. It's just Walt Disney's apartment is at the beginning. You know, it's just
Volunteer firehouse. The boys we used to spend so much time with because they want to see the fire truck.
They'd play in the fire truck.
Yeah, while they're eating their lollipops.
Yeah.
They don't do that anymore.
I mean, I could just sit on Main Street and watch people like all day.
One day we're gonna have to get that bench that's on the chair on the stairs of.
I thought you were talking about a different spot. Yeah, for a parade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People always get that spot, like because you're up a little bit, and there's some benches and some chairs up there
Outside one of the gift shops. I can't remember. Yeah. I thought you were talking about at the very end of Main Street or beginning. So beginning if you are just going into the park, and if you're leaving, but where you'd be right like behind the flagpole, looking down center of Main Street.
Yeah.
For the fireworks.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I did park my mom there once.
Parker.
I parked her there. But it wasn't for the fire. It was after the fireworks. And we were going to go ride another ride. And she just wanted to watch people because that's what she used to do. She used to just sit on Main Street with her mom and just eat popcorn and watch people. Creeps. But, and we got her that spot. And I was like, man, this is like such a good spot for the fireworks. I've never gotten that spot for the fireworks because it's a coveted spot.
It is.
But yeah, so those are my Disneyland.
Right,
those are my lands rated.
That's how I figured it would go.
Yeah.
So, I guess
I haven't thought about what yours would be exactly. So
I haven't really thought about what I'm gonna be either. So that's kind of going.
I've been thinking about it all day.
I know you have. You've been texting me. Mm-hmm. But yeah. So your number one's gonna be my number. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No,
Main Street would be your 8.
It's not. It's not.
I want to guess your 8.
Okay. What?
Either Critter Country or Frontierland.
I'm gonna say Critter Country is not my number 8. Yeah. It's literally a dead end, and with a full stroller going up that hill, both sides.
Working those hamstrings and those glutes, though, man.
I know. But yeah, and it gets hot. There's not a lot of shade back there. One thing you missed was Toontown. I know
I didn't count it because it's gone.
Oh, I know, but it's still there. And it's coming back. If Toontown was on the list, Toontown would be
was on the list, Toontown would be my number 8 as well.
Yeah, me too.
It's hot.
Yeah.
It's hot. It's so stinking hot. So I didn't put it on there because I didn't feel like we could rate it for what it was because it's changing and we don't know what it's going to be.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll be like on number 2.
Maybe.
No, I doubt it.
No.
But I didn't feel like it should be on the list right now because it's currently closed and we can't rate what it will be.
That's true. So Critter Country is... I keep wanting to see Critter County because
I know,
too.
That's
how you type it.
I think I accidentally. I'm sorry.
Critter Country. And then Frontierland.
It's your number 7?
Number 7. It's just like it's crowded there. It's Big Thunder. It's on the way to Galaxy's Edge, so there's a lot of people going that way, and it gets really crowded, especially by the riverboats and the turkey leg stand. It gets really crowded right there,
which is also right in front of Big Thunder.
Yeah.
So like people kind of like
people
pile
want to
up
get their
right
turkey
there.
legs. They want to go on the River Bell, which we have not done
We've
yet.
never done that.
We've
Well,
never
I
done
said I think I went on it with my dad, but I don't like. I haven't done it with the boys or anything.
Yeah. So that's number 7. Number 6. I mean, we're going to be very similar here. Number 6 is probably going to be Adventureland.
That was my number 6.
I know. We're just we're just meant for each other. So that's how we base our marriage, our what we like about Disneyland, our compatibility.
Because when I married you, you hadn't been since you were 7 and knew nothing about it.
Yeah.
Well, your story does not check out.
It doesn't, but like you've molded me. Your likes are my likes. So
be your own person. Be your own person.
I am. You'll find out I'm my own person once we get through this list.
Well, yeah, because Galaxy's Edge was number 7 for me.
I know. So number 6, what did I say?
Adventureland.
And then I'm gonna throw a curveball here. Fantasyland is my number 5.
Wow.
You have a lot of sentimental connections to Fantasyland, so
I do.
I don't. I'm also a boy.
Just wait until Georgia's 5
I know,
and we
when
take her to
Georgia's-
Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique and she
I
dresses
know.
up like a princess and wants to ride the carousel.
I know, but we're not there yet.
It's true.
So Fantasyland is number 5. Number 4, I'm gonna say New Orleans Square. It's
Tied there too.
It's a good vibe. Good food. This is where we usually get our afternoon snacks.
What are you talking about?
Well, usually we're walking past. We've done Splash Mountain.
You usually get something there.
I guess it's usually a Mickey ice cream
You usually
bar.
get a Mickey ice cream bar around New Orleans Square.
When we're walking through that cart, and the cart's right there, so I usually pick one up on the go. So that was number 4, New Orleans. Number 3, let's see, what do we got?
Wait, I kind of want to guess.
Okay.
Because you guessed my last 3.
Yeah.
So I'm going to guess your number 3 is Main Street.
Yes. Yeah. Number 3 is Main Street. It's really cool. It's the smells. It's like that's the first thing you smell when you walk through. It's like you smell the smells of Disneyland smells.
They're so good.
So yeah.
Oh.
Number 2.
I'm not quite sure. You have a lot more sentimentality with Tomorrowland than you do Galaxy's Edge because Galaxy's Edge is new. Mm-hmm. We've spent so much time at Tomorrowland with the boys. But obviously I know you love Galaxy's Edge. Oh, I'm trying to think. If I gave you a choice, you could choose one. Where would you go? Okay, I'm going to say number 2, Tomorrowland.
Galaxy's Edge.
Oh, that makes me actually happy.
Yeah, it's Galaxy's Edge is amazing. I love Star Wars, but there's still not a whole lot to do there.
Yeah,
you got 2 rides.
There's not.
You have the cool sceneries. The shops are okay. It's like there's nothing like, oh, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Shops are kind of in the marketplace in it. And I haven't really, because they have the Disney Play app where you can do like your Star Wars data pad, and I've been wanting to do it, but just never really done it. And I know it's supposed to be pretty cool, and I know Disney World, with the Magic Band Plus, they're doing like this bounty hunter game.
I told you that.
Did you? Yes, that's right. You told me. But I saw more of like they've installed the panels with the where you hit your Magic Band. So that's coming to Disneyland eventually. But so that would be cool. So there's a lot of interactivity with that. But we're usually not just kind of hanging out like, oh, let's do that, because that takes time.
Yeah.
And time is money at Disneyland.
Except last time we went.
Last time we went. But no, it's just really cool. It's newer, so not a lot of sentimental value there.
Yeah.
You know, only thing that I like to do is sit there and just look at the Millennium Falcon while I drink my blue milk. So my Ronto wrap. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So number one,
Tomorrowland.
Yeah.
It's just, it's good.
It is good.
It's so good.
I can hear the music right now.
Again, like the do. Just like that.
That was horrible, but yeah.
That's my Tomorrowland music.
Hang on.
Or as you the Astro Orbiters announcements, but no, it's just like Star Tours. We that's the first thing we always do when we go, and not Star Tours, Tomorrowland.
Right.
We hit up Star Tours, Astro Blasters, Space Mountain, and by the time we do everything in there, it's usually lunchtime, and we go to Pizza Planet.
We haven't been to Pizza. Well, no, I guess we did the last.
We went when we went August of 2021. We did that, but we didn't go the last time. But yeah, just Tomorrowland's good. It could use a makeover though. Now moving over to California Adventure.
There are 8 lands as well.
8 lands there too.
Yes.
Yeah. So give me your 8. Give me top 8.
Okay. Coming in number 8 for me. Avengers Campus.
I'm just gonna say that's gonna be the same for me.
Yeah, I figured it.
Yeah.
And I like Marvel. I like the Avengers. We just, in the last year, I think we started, did we start right after Georgia was born or right before? Anyways, we started when we were up so late with the baby, watching all the Marvel movies in chronological order. And I'd started over again. Like, I enjoy all the movies.
Yeah.
I was expecting more.
Yeah, it's
and granted, we have not explored there much. I'll see things on Instagram and I'll be like, oh, okay. Like, I would like to try like Pim's Kitchen, but there's only one ride. Possibly plans for another one, but it was like halted for financial reasons or whatever.
It's like supposed to be like a Avenger, like a Rise of the Resistance type ride, but Avengers. Which would be awesome.
Awesome.
But they canceled it. Oh, at least put it on hold because of the pandemic. It cost too much money. Technically, they count Gardens of the Galaxy as a ride there.
Oh, that's true.
So there's two. There's
they
Spider-Man and Gardens of the Galaxy.
Because they looped it in. It's like that was always at the end of like Hollywood Land, but now it's looped in with Avengers, which is an amazing ride.
Yeah.
So there's 2, and Web Slingers was cool. We've only done it once, but it was really cool.
Interesting tidbit.
Did you see?
Avengers Campus in Disneyland Paris that's opening up here pretty soon.
Uh-huh.
They have 2 rides. They have Spider-Man and an Iron Man roller coaster.
Oh.
But apparently, it's the rock and roller coaster, but Iron Man.
Well,
but you wouldn't know because you didn't go.
If anyone has listened to our recap of Disney World, I didn't get to ride rock and roller coaster. So, Tim, I would not know the reference.
I like rock and roller coaster.
Well, good for you.
So, anyways, what were you gonna say? What did I see?
Oh, that like the Spider-Man stunt double crashed.
Oh, I saw that. I actually saw that today. One of my coworkers were like, "Hey, check this out." I thought it was fake. Well, first he thought that the Spider-Man flying through the air. Sorry if I'm calling you out, but he thought it was a real person.
I
flew
did-
there. It's not a real did you not know it's not a real person? When
No, I do. I guess I haven't thought about it, but I do remember you telling me that.
It's an animatronic. It's a robot.
So the robot crashed through a building.
Yeah, but I thought that was fake because there was a video going around on social media as well of a guy who took video of that stunt performance and made it look like Spider-Man hit the wall and fell down, but he used CGI.
Oh.
So I don't know.
I don't know.
I haven't looked into that, but I do know that's going around again. So I don't know if that was a real thing, but I haven't seen any, because they would shut that down.
Yeah.
They would, being Disney, they would, cover that up. They want people to see something that's broken.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. So maybe it was fake. But anyways, yeah. So number 8, Avengers Campus. Yeah. Well, you know what? Now I'm looking. So my number 7 is Pacific Wharf. I was kind of surprised.
Can you even count that? Because it's not even
but
like a
when
thing.
I was going through the map on the app, it's labeled Pacific Wharf, like an area. So I
guess
counted
you could count
it
like count Main Street because it's just like a shops and restaurants.
Yeah. It does have Ghirardelli.
That's true.
So that was my number 7, but now I'm actually wondering if it would be my number 8 and Avengers would be my number 7. Just because, seriously, there's nothing to do but eat there.
Yeah.
And it's not even any of my favorite places to eat except for Ghirardelli.
A lot of time as you would nurse the boys. Because there's the baby care
There's
center.
the baby care center.
A lot of time sitting by the bread factory on that little truck.
Yeah.
That we would sit over there.
And Ghirardelli.
So
good. I've never done they have the
sourdough walk through.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah. But I'm kind of wondering if I would make that my number 8. Because even though I haven't spent much time in Adventures Campus, at least there's rides. There's, whereas Pacific Wharf, it's just. So I don't know. About those
They're
two.
tied.
But I'm going to move on. Number 6, Paradise Gardens Park, which is, again, the aerial ride down with, rockets down to, Goofy Sky School area. Really awesome for World of Color. Get some awesome photo ops there in front of the carousel and not the carousel, I'm sorry. Ferris wheel and Incredicoaster, all that behind you. Awesome photos there. But and I love the aerial ride, but that's just kind of blah area. Number 5, I chose Grizzly Peak.
Okay.
Great rides, Soarin', Grizzly River Run. It's pretty through there. Connects to the hotel, so if you're staying there, that's great. Yeah. Where am I? Number 4, Buena Vista Street. It's not as big as Main Street. It's shorter. Shops are pretty similar. I do love the 1920s feel, the fountain, and they have the band that comes and plays. Mickey's there. They have Clarabelle's, which is such good ice cream.
I could go for some cookies and cream.
Oh my
Clarabelle's
gosh,
ice
me
cream.
too. Wow.
That sounds so good.
That does sound really good. Starbucks, it's a cool vibe there. Mm-hmm. It's a cool vibe.
Did you just use the word vibe?
I did, and I'm a little disappointed in myself. Okay. What do you think my number 3 is?
Let's see.
This was tough.
What's left? We got
tough.
Pixar Pier, Cars Land, and Hollywood Land. I'm going to say Hollywood Land is number 3.
Yes. Which was tough. I do love Hollywood. It is when I think of my first times at California Adventure, we were so impressed with Hollywood Land. Just how when you go in, it looks like it's going down the street and all of that. That was so cool. I love the animation building. All the stuff in there. I love spending time in there. I could sit in there for hours. So it's again, it's a really neat area. There's not a bunch of rides or anything, but It's fun.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what do you think my number 2 is?
Pixar Pier.
Yes. It was a hard one again. The top 3 were hard, and then the top 2, it was like, oh, it's tough. Because Pixar Pier, again, we spend so much time there. Toy Story Mania, Incredicoaster, Carousel.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've always spent a lot of time there. That's usually straight where we go.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just fun. The boys love it. It made it so much better when they made it Pixar.
Oh, I know. I know.
You know, I've said before, I think I've said it on the podcast, but I'm not sure. But I know you've heard me say this. The first time that I ever went to California Adventure, which was in 2001, I believe. What is our cat meowing about?
I know.
Yeah, I think it was spring of 2001. So it was very new.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Because it opened in February. At the time, I don't think it like registered. Like that there was a new park.
Mm-hmm.
Like that would really register with me now. And it would be like, oh my gosh, we're going to this whole new Disneyland park. At the time, I hadn't been to Disneyland in years. I was 14. It like didn't really register how new this entire park was. But I was not impressed. We did not like it. Me and my best friend, like we were just, it felt like going to Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk, which was the theme that they started with. They were playing like Beach Boy music down at the pier. And it was like, this does not feel Disney at all. And we just wanted to go back to Disneyland. We were like, no. Now, I love California Adventure. They have, it's very, very Disney. And when they changed the pier to Pixar Pier, like that was just a good move. Good move. So it's fun. Number 1,
Cars Land.
Cars Land. You just can't beat. They just did an amazing job. Amazing. I mean, it looks and feels like you are in the movie. I absolutely love that movie. And then the land at night when everything's lit up, it's so good.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and Racers, one of my favorite, right? Or I think I listed Racers as my number 1 ride.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you can't beat the theme and how well they did. I mean, I remember when they were still building it, and I think we were on the Ferris wheel, and when we were coming up and over, and you could kind of see in, and you could see like the mountains and how they were doing it, and we were just like, oh my gosh, look how good that looks.
Mm-hmm.
And that was just like a tiny peak of it.
Yeah.
And it's just so good.
I don't think mine's going to be much different, if at all different from yours. I think the only thing, I think I would just move Avengers Campus up a few slots. Just because I'm into that stuff.
At the beginning of this, you said you would agree with me on that.
Yeah, that's true. But the more I thought about it,
yeah,
I think definitely picks Pacific Wharf, number 8. Not Pacific. Yeah, Pacific Wharf.
Yeah, Pacific Wharf. Yeah, I think I might actually switch mine. Yeah, and make Avengers 7. Yeah.
Cars Land number. No, I'm kidding.
Cars Land number 7.
Pixar Wharf. Pixar. Wharf. Pacific Wharf.
Pacific.
Number 8. Number 7. Probably Buena Vista Street.
Buena Vista Street.
Buena Vista Street. It just it doesn't do it for me like Main Street.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just not the same.
Yeah.
So that's number 7. Number 6, probably Avengers Campus. Number 5. No, I take that back. Number 6, Paradise Garden Park.
Yeah.
Number 5, Avengers Campus. Number 4, let's see what we got left. We have
Grizzly Peak, Pixar Pier, Cars Land, and Hollywood Land.
Number 4, Hollywood Land. Number 3,
Grizzly Peak.
yes, Grizzly Peak. Number 3. Number 2,
Pixar Pier.
yeah. Yeah, and then Cars Land.
Yeah.
So not much different, just
Yeah.
little things here and there, but it's
I don't know why I took notes.
it's a very serious business.
Not really notes. I just like wrote down what yours were next to mine. I just want to know.
Yeah, it's just for future reference,
Yeah.
in case we ever need to know what our rankers are for our Disneyland and California Adventure lands.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there you go. So what are your ranks for the lands at Disneyland in California? Let us know.
Let us know. What's
Send
your
us
top?
a message.
What's your worst land? What's your best land?
Yeah, tell us your number 8. Tell us your number 1.
I don't care about 2 through 7.
Nope, doesn't matter. We want to know number 8, number 1.
Yep.
So it's my turn to come up with a question to end this this week. I got one. So out of the things that have left Disneyland, if you could bring one thing back, what would it be?
I have 2.
I said 1.
I want to say 2.
All right, just say 2.
Do you have one?
No, well, maybe. Go ahead. It might be one that you've already said, or about to say, but go ahead.
So either the frozen snow play area.
Mm-hmm.
That was so fun that winter.
Yeah.
Like after Frozen came out, and it was like in Hollywood Land in California, and they had the Frozen sing along.
Yeah.
Which is gone, but permanent in Hollywood Studios at Disney World, which should be permanent here. And then they had the snow play area. You could go up and sled down a hill and then play in snow.
Yeah, that was cool.
And then, meet Anna and Elsa and Olaf, which now they have Anna and Elsa over in the animation building, which is kind of odd that they kept them there when they took everything else Frozen away and didn't move them. You don't meet them over in Disneyland.
Yeah, that is weird.
You still meet them in Hollywood, but it would make sense if all the other Frozen stuff was still there, but they took all that away.
Yeah.
So that one, that was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
I wish they still had that. My other one is Ursula's Den in the animation building, where you would go and you could either record a voiceover from certain scenes of Disney movies or sing. You could either choose to talk or sing.
Yeah.
And you could record over your voice over certain scenes.
Yeah, that was really cool.
That was so fun. It was hard because some people, you had to wait for a little section, a den to be open. And some groups would take a really long time. But it's the same thing in Beast's Library when you're, waiting for a screen so that you can figure out what character you are. Because it was right after the Beast's Library.
Yeah.
And I thought they closed it temporarily. And that was years ago.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
A long time. And now it's after Beast's Library, you just have to turn around and walk out. It used to loop around.
Mm-hmm.
And they didn't do anything else with that area. I mean, who knows if they have behind the scenes stuff in that area.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was so fun. And yeah, I thought it was coming back, and it just never did.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, since you did too, I'm going to do too.
Okay, go ahead.
So, this one's kind of tricky because I like what it replaced. I like what replaced it, but I also like the original. So I want them both to be there.
Bugs Land?
No, Tower of Terror.
Oh.
Tower of Terror and not Tower of Terror, Tower of Terror.
It's Gone with the Wind.
And Guardians. I mean, if they could exist, it's like if one elevator was Tower of Terror and the other elevator was Guardians of the Galaxy, maybe they could coexist together.
You could choose.
You could choose. That would be kind of like, what if they overlaid like how they did
I said that.
Hyperspace Mountain.
I said that.
Did you say that?
I said that in a podcast episode.
Okay. But that, and then the Jedi training for the kids.
Oh, yes.
That was always fun to watch.
Yeah.
And also nerve-wracking if your kid is in it.
Oh, my gosh. Which it stinks. I wonder... Well, no, I don't think they brought it back in Disney World either. It's still...
No, they stopped all over the place.
Because So Jack got to do it twice?
2 times, yeah.
Twice. And the first time... It was... You have to be 4? I think so. And he was like a week away from turning 4 or something like that. So we let him do it. Oh my gosh. And he got chosen.
Yeah.
And...
At that point, he was having a hard time following directions.
And it was just nerve-wracking. Like, is he going to listen? Is he just going to wander off stage? Like, is he going to freak out when he fights Darth Vader? Nope. He did good. But then, by the time Noah was old enough, Noah would have been more scared. And more... Yes. He's not as outgoing in that way as Jack is. And so I don't think he would have wanted to do it at 4. He probably would have wanted to do it when he was a little older. And then by that time, they didn't have it. And then Boston would totally do it.
Oh, yeah. Boston would love it.
But yeah, that would be fun. We would have had to, like, let them take... Only one of them do it. Because if they all did it, but then only one of them... Because you can all do it, but you don't all get chosen to go up.
Not everybody gets chosen.
To go up. And so that would be bad.
Yeah,
be
that
fights.
would be not good.
But it was...
Even just, even if they didn't get chosen, it was just fun to watch the kids. You get lunch there at Galactic Grill, and I know the boys liked watching it.
Yeah.
Too, for, when Darth Vader would come out and...
Yeah.
And all that, so...
I wonder if they'll bring it back, or if it...
No, they're all about continuity with Galaxy's Edge, and because it's not in that era.
Oh, just the era?
Well, yeah.
Not area?
No.
Era?
Era.
Oh, it's from a better era.
Well, another little tidbit news. Bubba Fett is now a character that's roaming around Galaxy's Edge.
Right.
Also, the Mandalorian is another character that's going to be roaming around.
And Grogu.
But...
I hope it's floating.
But I guess going back to the whole era of Star Wars, because Mandalorian Boba Fett takes place after Return of the Jedi. But then Rey and Chewbacca are there, who are taking place between...
way after Return of the Jedi.
Way after, between... I think The Last Jedi... No. Between Force Awakens and The Last Jedi. But what they're doing is, like, if Boba Fett and Mandalorian are about... Rey and Chewbacca are not out. They're not going to be intermixing. They won't interact with each other, or Kylo Ren and Stormtroopers. So that's how they're kind of trying to fix that whole part. But it's good that they're having other Star Wars characters come out. So that gives hope that maybe one day we'll see Darth Vader walking about.
Well, maybe Darth Vader can be walking around. Well, because he wouldn't be walking around there.
Walking around where?
Cut that out. I don't know. I'm getting tired.
Yeah, we should wrap this up.
They should bring Darth Vader can walk around with the stormtroopers in Tomorrowland.
Yeah, they did have Captain Phasma there when we were there.
No, I said Darth Vader
I
from the
know.
real Star Wars movies.
Don't start this real, not real Star Wars. They're all real Star Wars movies. So, with that note, before we get in a fight about Star Wars, we should end it. So, our marriage is over.
The podcast.
So, I just now got it. We should end it. The marriage. No, we're not ending our marriage over a fight of Star Wars. But we're ending this podcast.
Okay.
So, let us know your number 1, your number 8 lands.
Yes, only those two. And
Where can they follow us?
on Instagram at dreaming.of.disney.podcast.
That's right. Good job.
I think I said it right.
You did say it right. You're good at this.
Good. Follow us.
Follow us. Leave a review. Make it good. Don't make it bad.
Please.
Don't make it bad. Make it good. So,
If you
all right.
can't say something nice,
Just don't say it.
that's what
Sticks
Thumper
and
says. We watched
stones.
Bambi today.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Boys had never seen Bambi.
Did they cry?
No, I don't know if they realize what happened.
I think it went over their head.
I think a little bit. But really, it was mainly Noah that stuck it out.
No.
But
Figured.
yeah, I hadn't seen it in years.
Just show them Old
years.
Yeller.
I've never seen that.
It's been a very long time for me. So, all right, we're going on a tangent here.
All right.
Thanks for listening. We'll talk to you later.
Bye.